All right, go ahead and mute your lines, you guys. For those of you that are on, welcome to the Team Inspire Curiosity Call. I'm really excited to have you guys on. I know there will be more of you guys joining and even some of you guys watching the recording. I'm going to get right into a screen share because I have a little presentation. I'm a visual person, so I like doing slides and things like that. And that's why we're doing a Zoom call this time, although it kind of limits us on time. Last time we did like a live stream to the YouTube, which is cool and everything, but you can't interact with the people. You can't see everybody else that's on the call. Okay, hold on. Let's see what happened. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Let's try that again. It disconnected me, so. Okay. Maybe I'll just exit the full screen for now. You guys can still see it like that, right? The slides. Okay. All right. We'll just go with it for that for now. Let me just try one more time. The perfectionist in me. There we go. So this is kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. And the very first thing I wanted to get into, you guys, is not everybody that is on this call or that was invited to this call are necessarily from Team Inspire. So I wanted to explain that a little bit before we even get into this. It started with Team Aloha, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But just so you guys know, there's a lot of different teams that have stemmed off of Team Aloha. We're all the same family. We all come from the same place. We all have the same mission. And no matter what team that we're on, we all help each other. We all support each other. We're all brothers and sisters. So I wanted to explain that. I know some of you guys are here from Team Aloha. I know some of you guys are here from Team Inspiration Nation, and there might be another couple teams in there as well. So whatever team, I want to welcome you, and whoever your upline coach is, you know, we all work together, we all support each other, so I wanted to kind of get into that a little bit. I'm going to briefly share my story, but this is really more about talking about our teams and what we do together. I just want you guys to know where I came from. We're going to talk a little bit about Team Inspire, and like I said, that's going to be pretty similar across the board as what teams are doing throughout Team Beachbody and throughout Team Aloha. Who is Team Beachbody? I know that a lot of you are joining this call because you have had your own health and fitness transformations, or maybe you've experienced mindset transformations, or some of you might just be here because you're looking for a really great business opportunity. So we're going to get into a little bit about who Team Beachbody is and what the mission is. We're going to talk about what we do as coaches, how we earn, some of the reward programs available to you, what the different levels of coaching is and are, and last but not least, how to make it official. Like I said, last time we did this a live webinar style, and it was a little closer to an hour. So I don't know how much time we're going to have at the end to answer questions. So I want you guys to make sure you're keeping track of any questions that you have. And then after this call or tomorrow, make sure you reach out to your upline coach, and they can go over in detail with you any of your questions and also what the next best step would be for you. So let's jump right into this. Who is Team Inspire and what do we do? Like I was saying when I first started, Team Aloha was founded in 2011 by Marissa Myers. And I knew Marissa Myers back in the day. She's up in this right-hand corner. She's the very first one on the bottom left. And many of us know her because we wouldn't be here if it weren't for Marissa starting Team Aloha. And like I said, I grew up with Marissa, and I wouldn't say we were super good friends, but kept in touch with her on MySpace back in the day, and just kind of kept an eye on her because she was a traveling nurse, and so her life kind of intrigued me. And then in 2012, she reached out to me because I was really struggling with my health. I was at the very top of my BMI. I was a smoker. I was stressed out, working a high-hour, high-stressed corporate America job, and I just really wasn't taking care of myself. So when she reached out to me, she was doing Insanity, and I was like, you're just all different kinds of crazy. Like, I can't do what you're doing. And I pretty much ignored her messages. And we ended up talking, and she convinced me I could start at the beginning. So that's when my journey began. And I became a customer in March of 2012. And I would say pretty quickly, I realized, I would say within the first 8 months, I realized it wasn't a diet. I had yo-yo dieted my whole life, and I realized I was changing my lifestyle. I was really changing my habits and my behaviors, and I was really working on mindset issues. And that was the first time I really had been exposed to personal development. A lot of you guys definitely know what that term is from being in the challenge groups. Many of my coaches right now, some of which are on this call, they joined with me in those very early days as customers. They joined me on my journey, and we all did it together. I know Deb's on the call. That's her down here in the bottom left-hand corner. She was with me. I'm like 3.5 years in as being a coach. That doesn't even count my first part-time as a customer. So they were with me as a customer. Sarah right here, right above her. A lot of you guys know me through Sarah. And, she started with me way back in the day as well as Kristen up here on the top. I mean, so we all started together, and that's how a lot of this organically starts for many of us. It starts with a health need, and it just kind of grows from there when you see that you're getting the support and the accountability and the help with the nutrition and the awesome programs. I mean, a lot of people are just, once you join, you just don't leave. I mean, I call us lifers. So that's kind of how it started to organically grow for me. And I was still kind of like a discount coach, maybe just looking to pay for my Shakeology. And then in January of 2013, I got in a really bad car accident, and I couldn't do anything. I was at home on the couch. So really, this helped me keep my sanity. It was the positive thing I had to plug into, and I couldn't earn an income anywhere else. I was forced to not work. I was waitressing at the time. So I jumped in all in, and I haven't looked back since. I worked hard on myself, on the business, on growing a team, and branched off from Team Aloha in this past January 2015, and that's when Team Inspire was born. And again, there's other teams even stemming off from Team Inspire now, like Deb and Team Inspiration Nation. Let's get into who Team Beachbody is a little bit and who the mission is, because it's really important to know what kind of company you're getting involved with and who is going to be backing you. It was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler. And for anybody that goes and sees Carl speak anywhere, it's like game over. The man is like passionate to just to the bone. And hearing him talk, I know even a lot of my coaches have said that pretty much sealed the deal for me. They started as a direct marketing company that wanted to come up with a different, effective solution for weight loss. And they did that in a big way pretty much right off the bat with P90X. I mean, everyone knows what P90X is, and it was huge when it came out. What they were finding, though, is it was sitting on people's shelves, and nobody was actually doing the workout, and that wasn't their vision. Their vision really was to help people live healthier, more fulfilling lives. So that's when the coaching network was founded in the early 2000s. And that was formed for peer-to-peer support, the support we're seeing now. And from there, the challenge groups and things started to form. But they wanted to just have a way for people to get that support and that accountability, and also help people that were experiencing transformations from using the products really take advantage of that and also help them at the same time. This was even before Shakeology was founded. Beachbody is the #1 distributor of the hottest at-home workout programs. I mean, you guys see a lot of them on the screen right now. Chances are you recognize most of them. Beachbody spends millions of dollars in advertising, which is another great bonus of being a coach, because all of those leads that come in from the direct marketing side, those are distributed to coaches as free leads that can turn into coaches and customers, and you earn income off of those leads. So they definitely put a lot of time and effort and energy into advertising your products for you. We offer fitness options for any age or fitness level. It's not just Insanity or P90X. We have programs like the 3-day refresher, the ultimate reset for nutrition, for people that really need to address their nutrition or have some really internal issues going on that need to be addressed, or people that have been in an accident or recovering from surgery. We have Tai Chang, which is a really great program for mobility. We have PIO, which is a fusion of yoga and Pilates. So there's all different kinds of options, and that's not even getting into all the supplements and things like that. So there really is something for everybody. Beachbody is an MLM, which is a multi-level marketing company, for those of you that don't know what that means, which means you earn through direct sales and team sales, which I have to tell you guys is just so awesome, and we're going to get into that a little bit too. This is not a pyramid scheme. I want to be very clear about that. And I know that people hear MLM and instantly that word might come into your mind. So I actually wrote down the definition of a pyramid scheme, and I'd like to share it with you guys. A pyramid scheme is an unsustainable business model that involves promising participants payments or services primarily for enrolling other people into a scheme rather than supplying a real investment, sale of products, or services to the public. So this is definitely not that. In fact, our founder, Carl Deichler, calls this MLS. He calls it multi-level sharing because that's exactly what we're doing. Nobody is making any money unless we're changing lives. So whether that be on a health and fitness level or whether you're helping people maybe leave a job they really hate or set up, financial future, whatever that is, we're not earning any kind of money from people getting services they were promised that we're not delivering on. In fact, if I tell people if something doesn't work for them or if they don't like something, return it. That's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to change lives. Even Shakeology comes with a bottom of the bag guarantee. You can return an empty bag of Shakeology at the end of 30 days and get your money back. So that is definitely not what we're about. So that I wanted to kind of address that as well. So now I want to talk about what a coach is and is not. And you might notice that, or you notice that I say may not, because a coach can be some of these things. So a coach may not be a fitness expert. I had no fitness background, and most coaches do not when they join to become a coach. They may not be a personal trainer. This is why I put may not, because there's so many different avenues that you can take your business. Many personal trainers decide to become a coach because it gives them kind of like the complete business model. They have a way to keep their clients engaged when they're not at the gym or when they're not with them for that time during the week. They have a full line of all natural, amazing supplements. So some people may be a personal trainer or may decide to become a personal trainer. They may not be at their goal weight. This is usually the case when people join. You definitely do not have to be at your goal weight. And in fact, it almost makes you more relatable when you're not. If you just get to the end of your journey and you're like, hey, here I am, I'm at the end. Look at me, don't I look great? Let me help you. Whereas if you invite people, tell people I'm changing my life, I'm taking one day at a time, if you're real with people about what you're struggling with and you just say, come join me, this is amazing, I'm changing my life, come do this with me, then that's a lot less intimidating for you and the people that you're inviting. So you don't have to be at your goal weight. You don't have to be a nutritionist. I had zero nutrition background when I became a coach, and along the way, I've just started to educate myself through personal development and learning and going through these different programs and meal plans. You don't know how to sell. I can't emphasize or need to know how to sell. I can't emphasize this enough. This is not a sales job. And in fact, if you approach this as a sales job, you're probably going to struggle and not stick with it, to be honest with you. This is a connection business. This is a relationship business. This takes time and effort and energy. Like I told you guys, some of the coaches that are on this call, it took them 3 years to decide to become a coach. I've had people that have watched me for a year on social media, and some of these people have emotional issues. They might be emotional eaters or have depression or have anxiety, and that takes becoming someone's friend first. So this really isn't about selling to anybody. But the way that I look at it too is, think about if you guys go to an amazing restaurant, or if you go to a really great dentist, or if you find a really great hairdresser, the first thing you do is share that. You're like, yeah, I'll give you a Yelp review, or you tell all your friends, go here, it's really awesome. I don't know about you, but I see the people I care about spending all kinds of money on products that are full of artificial ingredients, or going to the gym when it's not working. So why wouldn't you want to recommend something so amazing that's going to give them everything they need to change their lifestyle permanently? So think about it that way as well. You don't have to know a ton of people. When I started this, I was so private on social media, you guys. My page was locked down. I had maybe less than 100 friends. That is something we will teach you how to do. Not every coach starts out with thousands of friends and contacts. We all start off with asking that one person, that first person. So we will teach you how to do that through training. You don't have to have a business background at all. We have really awesome training through Team Beachbody, through Team Inspire, through Inspiration Nation and Team Aloha, and we're always growing and learning together. So we're always doing things, whether it's a weekly team call. I post everything in Team or something every day in Team Inspire to help you grow as a person or help you grow your business. We do a lot of personal development. So you don't have to have a background of any kind. You don't have to have a great deal of extra time. This is another big misconception. You can start this depending on what your goals are and what your schedule is. Your coach is going to help you set up what that looks like for you based on your goals, based on your time, based on what you want out of this business. So you don't have to invest more time than you want to. That's the beauty of starting an at-home business. Obviously, the more time you invest your energy, the more rewards you're going to get out of it. But this is also something that if you're thinking about transitioning to part-time or transitioning out of your job, then start it now. You're going to be working either way, and we're going to talk about that a little bit too. So what a coach is a normal person like everybody on this phone call. A coach is someone who's not perfect. In fact, the more real that I am on social media and the more that I share that, the more I connect with people and the more people understand that. A coach is someone who is interested in staying on track with their own health and fitness goals. I know that for me, this was one of the number one reasons I became a coach. I don't jump out of bed with my workout clothes on and all of my food is portioned in the fridge and it is 21-day fix approved. There are days that I log in and I need the motivation and I need to see everybody working out. And it's become such a positive place for me. So becoming a coach can also keep you on track with your own health and fitness goals. There's nothing better to do if you're looking to stay on track long term. A person who loves helping other people, that's a definite must. A person who wants to succeed, whatever that means for you. Your goals are not going to be the same as mine or Deb's or whoever your coach or teammates are. Motivated and driven. This definitely is a job or a hobby or however you want to look at it. That you have to be motivated and driven. No one's going to make you do the vital behaviors every day to run a business. You're not going to have a boss asking you why you didn't get something done. Someone who's teachable. It's not, I know for me, when I started, I had a bit of an attitude and a chip on my shoulder, and I didn't like to be told I was wrong or there's a better way or maybe you should try it this way. And now I'm like a little sponge. I've gotten to that place where I learned so much from other people. So being teachable is a big one. A person who has proof the product works. You're drinking your Shakeology, you're working out, you're sharing your story. That is the biggest part of being a coach. A person who leads by example. Someone who wants to invest in themselves. That is another amazing reason to become a coach because they stress personal development so much. And I had never been exposed to that before I had become a coach. So what is it we actually do as coaches? What do we do all day on Team Inspire? Well, the number one thing you guys know that you've been in the groups is we hold online health and fitness accountability groups. So a lot of you started from that space. So that is there to help keep people accountable and help support people, motivation, offer tips, track everyone's progress. For me, this is what made the biggest difference. When I would have quit in the past, I logged in and saw all the support and the motivation. And like I said, I'm still gaining benefit from all of that. And then from there, we're sharing what we're doing. We're sharing our workouts. We're sharing what Shakeology is doing for us. We're sharing success stories that are coming out of our challenge group. Someone fit into their old pair of jeans. Like, who doesn't want to fit into an old pair of jeans? We're sharing stories and successes. We're sharing motivation. When you turn on the TV, what do you see? News, doom and gloom. And so many people are just so used to being exposed to negativity and naysayers and all these things. So posting motivation and inspiration has been the number one thing that has led people to my page and has led people to follow me and has led people to reach out to me. We share our progress. We share why we're doing this. You know, you see Tiana here with her little boy. She wants to stay at home with her little boy, and she wants to be a great example for him. We share, you know, drinking our Shakeology and what it's doing for us. We share results that are coming out of our group. We share recipes and how we're eating. So, you know, as you can see, this is a lot on social media, and that's another thing you'll kind of learn how to navigate through during the training is how to really become a social media presence. What platform is the right place for you to display your brand? We teach you how to find your target market audience, because it's not just, I'm a Beachbody coach. When people ask me what I do, I'm a motivational health coach. And I have weaved all kinds of things into my business. And this is something we teach our coaches how to do, whether it's, let's say, Reiki or essential oils, or I do a lot of mind, body, spirit work. We teach you how to find like-minded people. I know that we have some moms in the group that really cater to busy moms and fast recipes. We have some marathon runners in the group, so they cater to moms or people that want to get out and learn how to run a 5K or whatever that is. We teach you how to talk to your target market audience. So being a coach is really just being a good person and leading by example and inviting people to be involved with what you're involved in. So let's talk about money. I know that we're all here to help people. That's where all of this starts. However, we're all here to make money too. And this could look like a lot of different things. Whether you just want to learn to pay for your Shakeology, I know that initially that's where my need started. I just wanted to learn how to pay for my Shakeology, and that was it. And then I started to realize that this was everything I wanted. I had always wanted to open a business, but never had a significant amount of capital to invest and didn't know what I wanted to do. So, I mean, you can start a business for as little as $39.95. Most of us start with a challenge pack, our program, and our Shakeology, but that is so cheap to start a business. So I quickly started to realize, as I was changing my health and as I started exploring coaching more, that this combined everything that I love. So I decided I wanted to go all in. I am looking for financial freedom. I am looking to be able to travel. I have, you know, wanderlust fever. So I want to be able to travel all over the world. And I want my business to still be growing while I'm doing that. So let's talk a little bit about the different ways that you can earn. Like I was talking about, Beachbody is one-stop shopping for pretty much everything you need. You guys know all about the programs. Shakeology, there is nothing like it on the market, period, end of story. It is such a dense dose of nutrition. And once you guys hear Carl Deichler speak and Darren Oline, who is the co-creator of Shakeology, he is so passionate about nutrition and health. And the one thing you guys have to know is there is not an artificial ingredient or bad ingredients in anything that Beachbody puts out. The supplements, the vitamins, Shakeology, obviously, but they really are the best of the best. And like I said, once you start watching some videos or going to some events, you guys will hear how passionate they are about the integrity of the product. It's very, very important to them that they stay a health-based company. They really are looking to end the trend of obesity. So the best of the best supplements, different kinds of programs, shakes, everything you guys can think of, different workout equipment, things like that. You earn a 25% retail commission off anything you sell from the Beachbody website to a customer. So every time someone reorders Shakeology, or if they're on AutoShip, you're earning that 25% commission every single time that they order. As you sign up as a coach or a discount coach too, I'm going to get into the differences between the coaching opportunities, but you also get a discount. So you also get a 25% discount. And even with, there's a $15.95 fee per month to be a coach. Even with that fee, you're still saving around $17 a month on your Shakeology. And that $15.95 business fee, it runs all your websites, it runs your customer service department, it runs your back office. Like, you don't have like a lot of these, you know, at-home businesses. I know my neighbor next door is Mary Kay, and she has invested thousands of dollars in products, and they're all at her house. So it's nothing like that. You have nothing to worry about. Your office is set up, your websites are set up, your customer service is all done through Beachbody. You don't have to ship or return or anything like that. So all of that is done for $15.95 a month. And then we get into, that's what I call the short-term income. All your customers are going to give you immediate income, dollars in your pocket, every week you are paid. But the long-term income, the retirement, the wanderlust, the I want to go on a vacation, that comes through your team growing. So as we grow as a family, as we grow as a team, you are going to be earning long-term residual income as well. And that might take some time to accumulate, but once it starts accumulating, it keeps growing. So really what this looks like is you're investing 1 to 5 years. And I say that because, again, it depends on the person. It depends on how much time you want to invest. It depends on your goals, how much personal development you have to do. Not one person is the same. But the way that I look at it is, so you're investing 1 to 5 years on the business plan that you decide you want to work with. And if you're replacing your income at the end of that 1 to 5 years, or if you're able to go on a vacation, or if you're able to leave your job, or if you're able to go part-time, then isn't it worth it? You're going to be working the 1 to 5 years anyway, so why not do this on the side and, improve your health and improve your becoming a coach, like I said, and exposing yourself to personal development. It's made me a better friend, a better daughter, a better sister. I mean, it's made me a better person. So like I said, you're going to be investing time either way. You also get into down the road, as you rank advance as a coach, there's different levels. So just like at your job, there's different levels to your job, or there's different ways that you can advance or get promotions or things like that. That's coaching is the same, and that has to do with your team growth. So as your team grows, you're also eligible for all different kinds of bonuses as well. So there's all different ways to earn as a coach, and there's all different ways to bonus as well. So there's all different ways to earn rewards as well. The one thing about Beachbody, I will say, this was the other thing that was a deal, like sealed the deal for me, is I love to travel, and they really tickle that sense for people. They roll out the red carpet, and we have great events. They're also always doing things throughout the year to stimulate your business, help you grow. We have fun contests, fun prizes, fun rewards. You'll see over here the Beachbody Cup. That's something we do throughout the whole Beachbody organization. We do it like 3 or 4 times a year, and it's just a fun way to advance your business but also earn prizes at the same time. It promotes friendly competition for those that are stimulated by prizes and rewards, and I've gotten all kinds of cool stuff. I love the Team Cup. We're actually in the middle of one right now. Success Club trip. Every year there is a Success Club trip, and anybody is eligible to go. You sign up in January, and you have an opportunity through every month to earn Success Club points. And the way that you do that is through selling different things, and we would get into that with you during your training. But you have the opportunity to pay for that trip. I know a couple years ago I went on an all-expenses cruise to the Caribbean with a lot of our Team Aloha members at the time, and I didn't pay for anything. And I paid for the flight, that was it, and I was able to bring my partner. And because I hit Success Club every month, I was also given a $500 spending bonus, so I didn't pay for anything on that trip. So they have that. There's leadership retreats depending on what rank you are. Every year we have an amazing event. I know all of you guys saw our Coach Summit pictures from Nashville this year. That event is off the hook, you guys. I mean, it will light your soul on fire. I can't even explain it. There's speakers, there's award ceremonies, you're with your team, you're hearing motivation and inspiration and stories that will make you cry. You're getting training from the top coaches. So I can't speak highly enough about that event, and that will launch your business big time. So that's every year in July. Get on the wait list to go. You don't have to decide to go. You can wait until they call you. So get on the wait list. Let's go. Okay, hold on. It's not advancing. Sorry, guys. There we go. So why should you choose Team Inspire or Team Aloha or Team Inspiration Nation? Sorry, guys. Like I said, we're all a family. So it doesn't matter which one of those pods you are here to represent. We are all a family, you guys. And I can tell you guys from being at Summit and being with a lot of other teams, they don't all operate that way. So we are definitely a family. We do things together. We do things within our team page. We are constantly sharing and growing, and we do weekly team calls. We do trainings together. Over here, you'll notice on the left, these are all my sisters from our recent Summit trip. I swear, you guys, we're like sisters, and Jay's our brother. We get mentoring from Kevin and Milan Jensen, who are the very first two people that were invited to the Beachbody organization by Carl and John. So these two are wealths of knowledge, you guys, and they were in direct marketing years before that as well. So they've been doing this over 25 years. So the fact that we have them and we have different trainings with them, it's invaluable. We also have Marissa Myers, who's a very successful coach. You guys don't have to know what all these accolades mean. Just know that it means that she has built a really successful business. Team Aloha has over 200 coaches on it right now. She has replaced her six-figure nurse and anesthetist income. And I'm not sharing that, you guys, to share numbers. I'm sharing this so you guys know that you would be joining a successful team with a lot of really great resources. We have been doing this. Marissa's a year ahead of me, so she'll be going into her 5th year. So we have been doing this a long time. We've made the mistakes. We failed forward, and we're able to operate really successful teams with really great results and great programs. So in my opinion, there's a couple different levels of coaching. Actually, there's 3. The first one to me is a preferred customer, and that's what I call it. It's the same as a discount coach. You choose if you want to work your business or not. So to me, a preferred customer is someone who only wants the discount. I drink Shakeology every month. I love the workout programs. I want to get that 25% discount. If that's all you want to do, that's all I did for about 6 months, then that's a preferred customer. To me, a discount coach is someone who they want to enjoy that 25% discount. They may or may not be interested in currently operating a business. This is where I think the preferred customer and discount coaches range a little bit. A discount coach, maybe they just want to learn to pay for their product. Or maybe they want to help their mom. I want to do this as a hobby, and maybe I want to help a few people along the way. If that's all you ever decide to do, what an amazing hobby to help people change their lives as a hobby, even if it's one life. Like a lot of people, watch TV as a hobby. So that's an amazing hobby. If that's all you ever do, that's really awesome. There are no minimum monthly requirements other than that $15.95 business fee. You have to stay active on that. But there's no minimum earning or volume or anything that you have to do to be a discount coach other than that $15.95 fee. You don't need a club membership either, unless you guys are really into that new on-demand feature, which I totally am. Then you can use the club membership, but you don't need it as a discount coach. An active coach to me is anybody who wants to earn an income on any level, whether that's I want to pay for a daycare bill, I want to pay for a vacation, I want to work part-time or work towards that, or I want to be a dream chaser like Heather and Wanderlust all over the place and meet her in Bali. High five, you can meet there. If these are your goals, whatever level that may be, then same thing. You're going to get that same 25% discount. You're going to pay the $15.95 coaching business fee. You're going to have a minimum volume. We're not going to get into volume tonight, but there are minimum volumes depending on what rank you are as a coach. And really that just mostly covers you being on your Shakeology, which you're going to be every month as a coach anyway, because we're being proof the product works. And then you'll need the club membership once you reach your first rank advancement, because then you start getting free leads from Team Beachbody. So those are the differences in the coaches, in the coaching opportunities. And again, after this call, make sure you're going to reach out to the person that invited you to this call, and based on what your questions are, what your goals are, how much time you want to invest, then that's how they're going to point you in the right direction. So I can't tell you guys how many times people will be like, oh, I'd really love to join your team. Team Inspire looks great, but my friend's cousin just signed up as a Beachbody coach, so I need to go with them. Now that's where you're thinking about, you're not thinking of a business mentality then. I mean, how many of you would today invest 6 figures in someone's friend's cousin that you've never even met and be like, yep, I'm going to lay these 6 figures on going into business with that person? No, chances are you'd probably do a little bit of research. So if you have been approached by other coaches, ask the right questions. Ask that person, interview that person. You're starting a business, and once you decide to join a team, you can quit, but you can't change teams for another 6 months. So ask the right questions. Ask them if they're an active coach or a discount coach. What kind of upline support would I have access to? Who would my upline star diamond be? That would be your upline successful coach. Do you have access to Coach Basics program? What other additional training do they offer? Do you have a weekly team call? What is your coaching style? See if you match personality-wise with that person. What's your vision? You don't have to align visions, but know what that person's vision is for the team and see if that aligns with what you want to do. So how can you make this official? Many of you joined a challenge group with a challenge pack. So if you already did that, you actually are already, if you're a discount coach, you already can just say, hey, I want to open up my business. Get me into the next Coach Basics program. I do, however, definitely recommend for those of you that are customers and are looking to get involved, get your next challenge pack, because that's going to give you your next workout program. If you already have Shakeology, get samples, because then you can share them or sell them or, hand them out to people. And your $39.95 coaching fee is waived that way. And once you're a coach, you can't buy the challenge packs because you already get a really great discount. So it's your last opportunity to get a challenge pack. Option 2 is you can buy a program and Shakeology separately, but that doesn't make any sense because then you're going to pay the $39.95. You're going to pay way more than you would have if you would have just enrolled with a challenge pack. Or you can pay the $39.95 coach fee, but I don't even offer that as an option. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because again, we have to be proof that the product works. And if you're not drinking Shakeology or if you're not doing your workouts, then who's going to follow you? So 1 minute left. I'm going to give you guys my big call to action, and that is think about what you see for your future. What kind of life do you want to have? What kind of life do you want your family to have? You're going to be working either way. We're all going to be working our asses off either way. That's the reality of the situation. So do you want to be working towards investing in your dreams, or do you want to strictly be working towards investing in someone else's dreams? We don't live in the day and age where anything is promised to us anymore. I have a lot of family members that believed in the corporate America. I'm going to retire. I'm going to be taken care of. And they were laid off with nowhere to go. So I highly recommend investing in your future, taking the plunge, and you can start as slow or as fast as you want to. But it changed my life, and I know that it definitely can change yours. So I want to thank all you guys for joining tonight. Again, make sure you reach out to the person that invited you to this call and find out what your next step is. I hope to see you guys in a group or on a team call soon, and make sure you let us know what you need.